and she was all alone with all of these cruel people. And, uh, and it it got to her, ruined her innocence, made her resentful and judgmental and angry, and then that's the way she was the rest of her life, especially when something reminded her of the past. So, Father, forgive her, for she knew not what she was doing. But you have to say the same thing for your parents, your mom, your dad, some bully at school, some other person who did something to you. It doesn't mean you have to like it. Oh, I was watching this morning, and I'm still in the process of watching it. An exorcist, Father Rossetti. He's now a Monsignor, Monsignor Rossetti, on the Lila Rose show. That was it. It's a long one. I look for the long ones. I like long interviews, an hour, 2 hours. But he was saying that, oh, no, I forgot my train of thought. What was he saying? I forgot my train of thought. But anyway, I think you got the idea. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. So you have to say the same thing in your life. Now, your mom maybe has passed away, or your dad has passed away, or somebody did something to you, they're long gone, you don't even know where they're at anymore, maybe they passed away, maybe they're living in some other city, you don't know. But just in your heart, just let it go. Let it go. Make it unimportant. And then you won't have to pass it on. The funny thing how we pass things on. We pass things on, don't we? Someone's mean to us. Oh, I want to read you something. I sure wish I could remember what Father Rossetti said, because it was really good. But I can't remember what he said. If it comes to me, I'll tell you. But anyway, I want to read you something here. This is something that I wrote this is called a Common Sense Primer. You know, like the New England Primer? I wrote this thing. When did I write this thing? Pardon the light. There's going to be a light come on. I'm sorry, but you just have to bear with it. When did I write this thing? 1992. I wrote this 1992. Did you want to hear a little bit of it? Chapter 1. Will the real you please stand up? During the course of our lives, each of us develops a wrong self. This wrong self grows little by little through daily interactions with other wrong selves. In a very real sense, the wrong self evolves. Someone is mean to you, you turn around and are mean to them or someone else. Someone cheats you, you get back by spreading a rumor about them. Someone hurts you, you hurt someone else. The someone you hurt then turns around and hurts someone else. Someone ignores you, you ignore someone. Then someone ignores someone else. Generally, we're afraid to get back directly at the person who hurt us, so we either get even behind their back, or we turn around and hurt someone smaller or more vulnerable than we are. Thus, someone ignores you, you resent them, afraid to speak up to them, you say nothing. You come home, your child asks a question, you ignore your child. Such is how the kingdom of hell is spread on earth. For the time that you are a part of this dog-eat-dog system, you actually are serving hell every time you turn around and hurt someone else. Sadly, many people never realize that they are playing the role of puppet in hell's charade, simply because they refuse to admit that they are wrong. See, that's the thing. If you refuse to admit you're wrong, then you're denying the truth. You're holding the truth at bay. But when you hold the truth at bay, you don't want to admit you're wrong. You're prideful. I don't want to admit it. I don't want to let go of my grudge. All right, so you have to hold the truth away, because if the truth penetrated and you really saw you're wrong, you really deeply sensed your own wrong, then what? You'd have to be sorry. You'd have to let go of the pride. But if you don't want to admit it, you have to hold the truth at bay. But what are you holding at bay? You're holding forgiveness at bay. You're holding love at bay. You're holding grace back. You're holding forgiveness back. You're holding peace of mind away, because all of those come from God. You see? All right. So I'm reading from this book I wrote many years ago. Blaming and judging your rotten husband, wife, boss, neighbor, or politician, you don't see that you are the bigger wrong, and that your child or subordinate or husband or wife are judging and blaming you for your wrong. Eventually, others' wrong, which continues to revolve through your judgment or held silence, becomes so wrong that you feel completely justified in your hatred of them. Well, I could go on and on. But do you get the idea? Now do you understand why Christ said don't respond in kind? In our King James Version, it says something like, turn the other cheek, or don't resent. Resist not. It said, resist not evil. Remember, that's the way it's translated. I think a lot of the versions. But there's one version, the Khabouris manuscript, which is a translation from the Aramaic. From Aramaic language Bible. That's the language that Jesus spoke, Aramaic. It said, do not respond in kind. Remember, it used to be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And we're still that way, aren't we? Somebody does something to you, you want to do something to them. But because they got to you, they're in a superior position to you. So you turn around and do it to somebody else, probably your kid or somebody that's a person. Oh, boy, it's just awful. So don't respond in kind. Do you see? That's what he said. So let it go. Forgive. Beginning with your parents and then everyone else. Then you won't have to pass it on. Until you need God's grace. Yeah, otherwise it's too much for you. It's too much. And you're too angry. You're too resentful. You're too much in denial. You need his grace. And it's there. His grace is also there. And you, by hardening your heart against it, then you don't receive it, even though it's there. So begin by forgiving, letting it go.